Should CAT be conducted twice a year considering the pandemic? I don't propose a best of two like Snap, but shouldn't there be two slots out of which you can pick one considering the uncertainties that the pandemic brings? Right? So I'm firmly for it. Forget the pandemic. I think we have definitely come to the point where the CAT itself should be conducted at least twice a year. And I'll give you my reasons. One is there's too much riding on a 2 hour exam. The emotional investment over an 8 month, 10 month, 11 month cycle is too high. The IIMs and several colleges have gone to their admission paradigms, saying, look, we'll take care of think about your 10th, we'll think about your 12th, we'll think about your UG, we'll think about your work experience, your profile, we'll give more weightage to how you conduct yourself in the interviews. We care about all this, the package, and not just a thing in your 2 hour, 3 hour thing. But this is a good direction to go in, and which is nice. So they're saying, I'm not going to make it dependent on a 3 hour exam. But then on top of this, the 3 hour exam is like a gatekeeper. The 3 hour exam doesn't guarantee you anything, but it can kick you out of this process. So the emotional investment, I need to prepare for 7, 8 months. I need to put a bunch of things on hold. I need to commit myself to learning obscure formula, tricky ideas, puzzles. I need to have fierce discipline doing this. And I don't get me wrong, I like the idea of preparing for something. I'm a teacher. So I like the idea that the exam is challenging, interesting, and it makes you learn new things, which is even otherwise a good trait. But the stress and emotional investment for an uncertain journey, that is sometimes too high. I see year after year, every 10 successful candidates that I see and I come across, and my heart goes, it jumps up saying our students are doing well. Any student is doing well. I meet 40 or 50 with shoulders drooped and heads dropped, where they feel the weight of having misfired in a 120-minute exam. They feel the burden of having let themselves down. And frequently, they feel the burden of having let somebody else down. And some rare occasions on letting me down. It is very unfair that the equation is phrased in such a way where we feel that it is an indicator of what I'm capable of, what anyone is capable of. And I find that emotional burden to be sometimes unnecessarily crippling. We all carry emotional burdens when we're sitting outside the hospital for when your child is being born. That is a stress that you can't say, okay, dial this down. But an MBA exam, especially one where you have dialed down the importance of this exam by saying all other parameters are important, all others ones are crucial as well, and having it twice a year or 3 times a year, brilliant. So there's not one shot at it. I'm going to prepare for this exam. I'm going to give this in November. Hey, it didn't exactly go as planned. I'm going to give this in March. Not happy. I'm going to give this in August. I get 3 shots at it. I can prepare in a 4 month sprint. I know I have everything in place. It just didn't work that day. Something was wrong. I was not well. I'm going to give one more shot at it. That could be very energizing. It could keep the entire framework of what they are testing, how they are testing the percentiles, the admission barrier, the differentiating between good and great and average and good, everything the same, but reduce the emotional pressure, the stress of going through this grind. I think it'd be brilliant if they did that. It is about time they did that because it is an unnecessary burden for students to carry. I'm firmly behind this idea of having CAT at least twice a year. If it were up to me, I would say at least 3 times a year, and not pandemic linked per se 3 times a year. Wonderful.